Hello everybody, this is an update video on the Void Wizard cages and also an update video on the farms I released in the last week. Turns out the boat version has a problem that wasn't obvious to see at the beginning. So the problem is that the wizard constantly loses height if you reload the chunks or log out and log in again. So every time you log in and out, there's a chance that the wizard will lose about a 16th of a block height. And because the boat is there to push him down, he won't regain that height. So yeah, it's a newly spawned wizard. I already relogged twice, and at the beginning the hitbox was flush with the obsidian here. I'm gonna relog a few times and you will see that the wizard still loses height. But don't worry, I already made a solution for this problem. So as you can see, now the wizard is lower, and if this would continue, at one point he would be too low, and yeah, he would be able to shoot skulls again and make damage. Yeah, this concept isn't that in my opinion. It's still a quite safe wizard cage, but you can't obviously reload the chunks, so yeah, as long as you run the farm, it's safe. But reloading could be unsafe, so you have to kill the wizard and respawn him again if you want to use the boat concept. But I guess a boatless concept might be superior, so that was the same world, and already relogged about 60 or 70 times in this world, and the wizards still float. So they also lose some height in relogging, but apparently if they they bounce and regain their height again, because the wizards always try to stay approximately 6 blocks above the villagers. The disadvantage of the boatless version is obviously the hitbox bounces up and down, and it's really harder to use 2 layers with this solution, because there's always a chance that he would move up and doesn't destroy the second layer. So also still the mob problems, mob spawning at Y256 is apparent, so yeah, you can only use one layer effectively. But still, yeah, still is a safe wizard cage, so not that bad after all. So I adjusted my cobble farm. Instead of having a too high double piston extender, there's only a this one, so a horizontal one. You can see it in action. I have Panda's tick speed mod installed, so make it a bit slower. Yeah, the rates of this farm are comparable to the farm I've built before. It's still above 65,000, so it's still quite good. The only disadvantage is that it uses more snowballs now. So first push in one block, damage the wizard, then it takes a few milliseconds to push in the second block and damage the wizard again. Yeah, that's pretty much the concept. And here's our cobblestone generator from 2 sides. Yeah, obviously I have to do more redstone, because you can't power the pistons from above, it's a little bit tricky. But yeah. Next stop is the 2 spruce tree farm. So it's the same concept. We also have only 1 layer left and have to hit the wizard twice with snowballs. I already filled in some logs. So here come the first ones. Just gonna break it. And then immediately after that, the second batch. So the farm in total is still as fast as the version of the boats. So depending on how much lag the pistons create, I would say about 30 to 75,000 logs per hour. I guess if somebody could have 20 TPS, it would be around even 90 to 100,000, but I guess that's unrealistic. Okay, last stop at the mushroom farm. As you can see, I couldn't make a version that doesn't involve boats, so it would still work, but you would have to replace the boats after time. If the wizard loses its boat, it doesn't move, so you could add the boat again. Yeah, that's the disadvantage of this system. But the concept in general is really good, so I made a safe version that you don't have to renew. And it's a bedrock version. Yeah, I know you can't break bedrock at the top of the nether anymore, but maybe you can still in the future, or you're still playing in 1.81. But I just only want to show you the new, improved, supercharged brown mushroom farm. So instead of 1 dispensers, we have 4. And yeah, it's super fast now. Okay. Yeah, you get about 25,000 brown mushroom with this farm now. Yeah, it still works in the void, but you have to renew the boats. Or use it once, get all the mushrooms you ever need. Or, yeah, wait for a new method to break bedrock. But that's all I have for today. Goodbye.